So I'm gonna have to paste this image I copied. Gonna duplicate this. Now I'm gonna go to picture format and remove background. Mark areas to keep. Well, I want this. Let's in fact zoom in. Like this. Remove marked areas to remove. Of course, this part. And this. Keep. Now we have this, and this I will copy. Can also Control plus X to copy, and this will copy and delete and copy in your clipboard. And I'll click here, and this will be added here. And now what I have to do is just to move this a little bit down like this, and now I have to reframe this so it matches. All right, like this. Now I have to go to animation, and here I'm gonna add a spin, but I have to format this. I'm gonna go to animation plane. I'm gonna go to effects options. I'm gonna enter here 5, enter, add smooth, start smooth, and about 1 second. About 1 second, and auto reverse. So this will repeat. Now let's actually enter 3 here. And now let's go and add a motion path line. And here, let's move this about here. And now I made a mistake. So make sure you add animation from here, because this will override or over what it's called. We'll just remove this animation from here. So make sure you go here. All right. Now here, make sure with previous, and let's play all now. And now we have this interesting animation that looks like 3D. You also can here make sure you auto reverse. So this is what we have. Simple, but looks pretty good. You can add some text behind. Okay, I added here. I'm gonna make this like this. And send back. Let's even add a shape. And send back. And also decrease transparency. And send back. Send back. So that's the first one here. Now another thing that I learned in PowerPoint that I found very helpful is, let's say now I have I have a background here. This is actually a gradient background. And of course, sometimes I like to create this like a radiant background. It looks like this. But other way around. So actually here is like this, you know. But still, you still want to make this look even better. So anyways, yeah, anyways, so yeah, it's just a background and still doesn't look the way you want, but I'm still gonna find a way I like this background. Now I think it's fine, but anyways, you still want to highlight that character, that person in the presentation, even if it's an animal, object, wherever you want. Well, what you can do is if you actually add a shape, and this shape is white, sorry, without outline, and fill is white. Now you go to format shape, you go to solid, and here you have you can add the glow, but that's not what we want. We want to increase the edges in such a way that becomes some sort of background, not background, but some sort of light. And now we can send this back, and it has this highlight light, this light highlight, I guess. And it looks pretty good because it would have been very hard to create this by just using gradient. And on top of that, you can also create some shapes. So I can create now a shape like this. I can go fill white, I can go here to soft edges, and I can create this highlight. I can change this to a different color like this. Now and now I can select from here. It also has different presets. Now I can just decrease here the transparency, and we have some background shapes. Anyways, you can even move this in the back, and this just looks really nice because now we have different shapes, and these shapes usually make your work look good. You can even, you know, just duplicate all the shapes. You can create really nice effects. Otherwise, I wouldn't thought of that, or wouldn't thought of this technique to create this background shapes. So yeah, really nice effects. Now another effect I learned, or trick, actually not effect, I learned in PowerPoint, is to grab text, add text, just add something random here, some text you want for your presentation, and you have some text here. Now for this text, now you add some background, you send this back, and you highlight the text, and also you make sure you just move the text exactly you want. You move text exactly where you want, and then you go to shape format, and here you click on combine, and now you have this shape, text inside shape, text inside shape, yes. And it looks pretty nice, and as you can see, you can create really nice effects, because behind this you can add a video. Now another thing I learned in PowerPoint is to create this really nice effect. So let's say I'm gonna use for this effect this image. I can go to format background. Actually, I'm not gonna use that image. I'm just gonna copy image right now from the internet, from Pixabay to be more precise. Okay, so I paste the image here, and what can I do now is, if I right click format picture, here in color saturation we have saturation, sharpness, picture transparency. You have a couple of options. We can add blur to this image, and also the brightness we can change like this. Now I can copy this one, and I can go to format background and click on picture texture fill, and here I'm just gonna click on clipboard, which will add this one, and here I'm just gonna reset here to 0 and here to 0. And now if I grab a shape, this is really nice strategy or technique I learned in PowerPoint. Now I can right click now, format shape, and we have this really nice design. As you can see, I can now remove the line, but add some shadow. And we have a very nice effect now. Highlight this, use the arrows up and down. And now you have really nice effect, this really nice effect. And you can even create this other way around. So now you have this maybe, yeah, so you can create many different effects, or you can combine this with other things. All right, and now another trick I learned in PowerPoint is this one. So I'm just gonna grab this image, can format so it's now solid background. Can grab this image, go to effects here, artistic effects. I'm gonna add this blur to our image, and now I'm gonna copy this image, Control+C, or you can also click on copy here, reset this one, and move and go to format background here, and go to picture texture fill, and add this blurred image to our as the background. Now we're gonna add this behind. Now I'm just gonna add a shape like this, and for this one we don't need fill, but we would like some width like this. We can even add some color maybe, and white color. And now what we have to do is to right click on this, we go to format, and then we click slide background fill. And now we have inside this shape the blur we used as the background. Now the next step is to actually go to this shape format shape, to its format shape, and then we click here, where is it, here in shadow, and we click inner shadow, inner inside the shadow that's centered. And here we have now to add this white, and just make sure it's this one, but white, and just increase the blur like this. Now we have this really interesting effect. Of course, now we can also decrease maybe the if you don't like this, you can add no line, or you can add some of this, but you actually decrease the transparency. And now it looks really nice. You can even add some text now. Let's add some text. You can add some text. I like font. Let's choose one from here. And I'm gonna choose a white, and now we can add some shadow to this one as well, and we have this really nice effect. Okay, now another thing I learned in a PowerPoint is that you can add stock images or even videos in PowerPoint. You don't have to go to your browser and search for an image. You can basically just go to insert, and here you have pictures. You can select pictures from your computer, but also from stock images. And if you click on here, as you can see, you'll be able to find a lot of stock image. We can write here, maybe I need a dog for my presentation. Look how many options you have, is just amazing. I can now select this dog, maybe this dog I want, and I click on insert, and I just have to wait for this to download. So that's why you need to have a good internet connection, so for the images to download. Now we have the images here, and stay tuned because I'm going to show you another trick or strategy or technique I learned in PowerPoint to remove background. And now what you can do is even go to insert, and you can even insert a video from stock footage, and click on here, and now here you'll be able to find a lot of videos. Let's say maybe I just want a dog. You can find a dog, select, wait for download, and then you have a video with a dog, play, as you can see. But maybe now I would like to remove the images for my presentation from this images. So what I have to do, that's a really great strategy, is to go to picture format, step number 1. Step number 2, and I'm going to show you 2 methods. If there's a more complicated image, I'm going to show you a second method. Let's say for this one, I have to go to color here, and here in color you have set transparent color. So click on that. Now select what you want to remove in your video, in your photo, and I want to remove this background, so I'm going to select this background. And as you can see, didn't do a good job because this usually works for this type of image. As you can see, for this image worked, but where in images that have like different values, and it's not the same value like this one, likewise you have to use a different strategy. And it's really like it's okay because we have another option in PowerPoint. So if you go to picture format instead of going here and use this technique, there's another technique which is very visible here, remove background. So let's click on this. Now you can mark areas to keep. I'm gonna only draw on this dog because that's what I want to keep from this image, and I want to mark areas to remove. So I want to remove this part, and that's pretty much it. Keep changes, and voila, now you have removed the background. For this one, I think the first technique will work just fine. Set transparent, select, and as you can see, close, it worked because it removed some of this part. So Control plus Z, let's go to remove background here and use this technique again. And let's select this part. Let's remove this one again. Anyways, now we want this part, and now keep changes, and we have removed the background. And usually when we create presentations, we need icons. So this strategy can save you time, because if you want icons, you can also go to insert step 1, step 2, move your cursor to icons here. Now here there's a lot of icons available for faces, celebration, landscapes, and really nice icons for you. And by the way, you also probably need images without background. So there we go. You also have cut out people, and here you can write, you can even find like some people without background. As you can see, there's no background. And you can go back to insert here. We have shapes, and here there's a lot of images, as you can see, even illustrations. Of course, in a presentation, in a PowerPoint presentation, I consider utilizing stock images, especially illustrations, can make your presentation look really, really nice. Now, another thing I learned in PowerPoint is that you can add 3D models. So to find 3D models, you have to go to this website. That's one method. And if you don't want to go to this website, you can PowerPoint also has 3D models, so stock 3D models. So you can also use from this PC, so you can download a 3D model from that website I showed you, because that's the website I use. Or you can go to stock 3D models, and you can also find here a lot of 3D models. So let's see, we want some Microsoft laptop. So insert. Now we have to wait a little bit, and just gonna remove this, increase the size, and now for each image, not image, but each format, like for 3D image, it has its own tab. As you can see here, 3D model, please click there. And also for video, it has its own tab as well. And now here you can move this 3D object really, really nice, and you can create really fascinating objects. Because another thing that I learned in PowerPoint, that you can use this morph effect, and it's great for animating anything you want. So here maybe you can add this laptop like this, and of course now you can add some text there. You can then duplicate that slide, and then this text, maybe you can move this here, and you won't be able to see this in your, and it'll go like this, and then, sorry, actually this one here. Now we'll go like this, or even we can even like duplicate this again, create a very simple animation, Now we'll go like this, and this kind of this turn will take. This is very simple, but just shows how powerful this is. So I can click on the next one, and you can pretty much just turn this around. Now, of course, you don't even have to add this. It's just like, it's nice that you can turn this object 180 degrees like this. So I can go like this. You even have the light reflections, so it's really nice to use 3D models. Can really transform your presentation in an amazing way. Now another strategy or method or technique I learned in PowerPoint, I can really save me time and help me realize and create a really powerful and a really nice looking presentation. It's really utilizing this feature option we have in PowerPoint. So now you want to add you go here to insert shapes, and you add any shape you want, but you can also just create a shape. You have this one here, freeform shape. You can locate this shape here. Now I can create the shape that I want, and I have a shape. But you can also right click on here and select edit points, and now I can edit this point the way I want, basically. So now I can change all the points here and transform this shape in a really different shape, pretty much. So it's really nice, and can help us to create more shapes. And of course, now you can even, for this rectangular, we can edit points, and in this point, select the point that we want to edit, and we can create a very nice shape like this. So yeah, that's another technique I learned, and I think it's very valuable. Now, of course, maybe you have a lot of objects and you like to move this object right over here. And of course, now to move an object, you can go move it here, drag it, move it like this. Let's position correctly instead of doing that, you can utilize this technique, strategy / method I learned in PowerPoint, which you have to select that shape that you would like to move the second shape exactly there. So you want the shape that you want to move to that shape, and you have to select that shape first. That's the worst explanation. Oh my god. So yeah, just select the shape, and now you can select the second one. And now if you go to shape format, align, this will align exactly where you want. And now you can just align this again, middle, so yeah, this can save you a lot of time utilizing. That's why I added these shortcuts here, so I don't have to go there. So to add these shapes here, you have to go to align here and add to quick access tool, or if you want just a specific, just add like this. All right. So also it's very nice to use this view, to use guides and grills can save you, can help you to be more precise. And here another technique I learned is very cool. So that's with the Morph transition. Well, if you just, let's duplicate this slide, and I'm just gonna delete this one here, and I would like to morph it with another the second one, because like if you're doing this way, if it's the same object, you don't have to do that much. You just have to select this transition and morph, and now it morphs like this. Like this. And it's a really nice morph. But if I want to morph these two, but they're like different shapes, it will work because I added what you should add before you won't work. And what you have to do, as you can see, I have this smooth morph, and what you have to do, you have to go to home, arrange, selection, and here you have to write for the first one, you have to write 2 question marks and then alpha, and then here you have to write 2 question marks alpha, and then again make sure it's the exact same alpha, so and 2 question marks for this to work. And now you have this really nice morph effect. Looks really nice the way it turns into a shape, and you can utilize this strategy in your PowerPoint presentations to create something really nice. So now let's move to the next strategy. Another really nice effect, a really nice trick is this one. So I'm gonna go here and use this one here. I'm gonna create some really nice shapes. Let's say this one. And now I don't want to waste too much time to recreate other shapes, so I'm just gonna rotate this, and apparently I didn't have this in. I didn't have this here. Now here I want this flip like this. Very simple. Now obviously take your time and create a better shape, because what I created here looks not the best. Let's put it that way. Now we want to combine this to unite this, so we're gonna use union, and now we have one shape here, as you can see. Now what we have to do for this effect to work is we need an image. So basic, what I'm gonna do and what's this effect about is we're gonna add an image in this shape, and it's really cool. So let's go to insert, and here we have stock image. I'm gonna grab a stock image. You can grab the image from wherever you want, and I'm gonna grab this one, insert, and now right click, send to back, or send backward, send to back. Now select the image, select the shape, go to shape format, and here you have subtract, and look at this really nice effect. And if you see these guidelines, this is because I have this turned on, by the way. So now I can go to format picture. I can add some effect, this type of effect, very cool. I can increase this. Like this. Very nice effect. So that's another tip I learned in PowerPoint. And by the way, maybe you don't like the way this shape is you like the image to change the position of the image inside this shape, And well, there's actually a way. You have to go to picture format and here click on crop. And now look, you can even resize this while this picture is still inside the shape. You can even resize the image. You can even change the shape. You can even change the shape size. You can even change the image resolution. So it's really cool. So another tip for PowerPoint is that you can go to Ads In. Click on here, Ads In, Home, Ads In, get Ads In. Here in the search bar, please write Chat GTP. And you can add this this one here, this one that I have here. Now you click on this. You can enter a presentation topic. Let's say tech, I don't know, just something. And here number of slides, let's say 4, so we don't wait too long. So don't wait too much. And this is just going to create a slide for us. And the great tip here is one, you can use ChatGPT to create slides for you if you just want a fast presentation. It's and then you, of course, this looks very simple. Well, what you can do is actually go to designer here and look, it's just, it even added a video if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, it even added a video. So this looks really great. You can even now change fast the font and create a really fast, nice looking presentation using this technique. Very fast, as you can see. See more designs, ideas. And now you have a presentation in about a couple of minutes, 3 minutes the most. Now, if you want to add map or a chart or different graphics, you can do it. You don't have to go on Google and search for graphics, for maps. There's actually a feature in PowerPoint. So here, make sure you click on insert, and here you have smart art. Click on that, and here you have a picture for a pyramid. This is great to create a pyramid list, a relationship type of graphic. And this, as you can see, really great for ideas. Even shows you for what this great, like it has a description here, hierarchy again, great for different presentation, different purposes. Here list, green, again, really nice. Now, if you don't want sharp art, smart art, sorry, you can also go to chart, and here you also have a lot of chart if you're looking for a chart. This again can save you a lot of time. You can even create this in PowerPoint from scratch, but it would have taken you way more than just going here and select what you want. And as you can see, you even have a map. Double click here, and now you edit the map. You need to create your map, send to Bing, accept. Now you have this this opened like a window in Excel, and now you can enter the values here, and you can create a very nice map, as you can see. Let's accept this now. Let's go to layout, blank, and we have the map here. Look, it's really nice. Might be a little bit laggy, depends on your computer. Here you can change the color. Really nice, this one as well. Here you can chart elements, add labels, check this box. Here you can even change the colors to any color you want. So that's really, really helpful. Okay, now another great tip, really nice this one. It's if you go to design here, let's create a new slide. Here, layout blank, and here in draw, we can actually draw something. Let's actually draw, exactly write something. And now if I select this and I go to ink to text, this will transform to a text, this is a really great option if you have a graphic tablet. You can write with your graphic tablet, which our mouse is very hard and I don't recommend for obvious reasons. But with the graphic tablet, you can write and then just transform ink to text. We also have here, you can create some shapes. And now we can highlight these shapes we created and then change ink to shapes. And yeah, that's because I didn't create that shape pretty much correctly. Anyways, now you also have ink to matte. You also can now select, of course, the text. You can edit the shape. You can edit the shape points here. Pretty cool. You can go to format and here change some things to your shapes. So it's pretty cool. Now another thing that I like the most, you can draw here something and then you click on ink replay, which this will replace. So it's great for presentation, to highlight something, to draw specific parts in that slide. So this is a really great feature option we have in PowerPoint. And now very important tip to consider while you're working for your presentation is, let's say I'm just gonna delete this very fast, cut new slide, and here I would like to add a couple of shapes. So I like to add a couple of shapes here. Now let's change the color for each shape. Hold Control while you're dragging to create a copy. Again, really nice tip that's gonna save you. If you're working a lot with copies, create copies a lot, this can save you a lot of time. Now you would like to change the colors for all of these shapes at once. So what you have to do is to press Ctrl Alt to select all the shapes. Now if you go here to shape field, you click on eyedropper and you select the color that you want to use to apply to all the shapes. So I want red, so I can click on red now, and now all the colors should have red. Because I have this highlight thing you see on my mouse, that's why it's doing this. Actually, I can show you that's working. So I just have to disable this, and now if I highlight and then I select here eyedropper and I select the red. Let's go back, eyedropper, and select the red. So let's select. And as you can see, it works without any problems. And now another tip, great. You have all these shapes here and you want to move them like this, in this way, this line way, straight way. That's gonna take some time to do so. So we have here all the shapes moved or positioned in different ways. So I'm gonna select Control A. Now here, click on align center. This will align center, but we can go here and align distribute horizontally or vertically, or you can also click on align middle, which as we want will align in the middle. So here we have them as like, you can click on align middle. This can save you a lot of time. And if you want to align, add this align objects middle. Very important, you can go to align and right click and add a quick access toolbar. This is gonna save you some clicks. And also remember, if you want to, maybe you like for all these shapes to change or to hide some of them. Well, there's a really nice feature we have in PowerPoint, and I couldn't find this at first. So you gotta go to home, and here in arrange, you have selection plane. And yeah, as I said, it's kind of hidden here. Yeah, because you were taught, if you see here arrange, which it is, yeah, position objects, arrange that, rotate. But now you can actually hide some of the objects here, or even lock the objects. So then if you click on some of the objects, you won't select some of the objects by mistake, which can really disrupt your productivity while you're working with other photos, videos. If you like this, locking some of the objects can be helpful in different situations. So you can also now just rename this in any way you want, or you can hide all or show all. So that's really great. And you can move like one up or down with these arrows. Again, very helpful. And now another great tip is you can also go to a shape and right click, format shape, and now here click on picture or texture and click on clipboard, and you just have to copy an image from the internet. I grabbed this one from Pixels, and now I would like, of course, to resize to move this image because it looks very stretched. So I have to go to picture format here in crop, extend, and click on fill. So now I can resize the image, and this can be very helpful because, but believe me, when I started learning PowerPoint, I really had a hard time figuring this out. And I even knew, or I thought that I couldn't change this. There was no way to resize the image, but there is a way in crop and fill here. And even if you just click on crop, this will open here, so you don't really have to click on fill. Enter, and now looks great. Now we can add some shadow. Really nice option. And another tip here is, I think I found that this very helpful. If you go to shape format, and then here in picture format, we have crop, and you can crop with shape, which is super nice because now I can turn this shape into a different shape. As you can see, voila, very nice and easy. And you have so many shapes here available. Click on crop and change. Of course, you can zoom in, enter, very nice effect. You can even edit this shape. And another tip that I show, it really relates to the tip that I showed you right at the beginning of this video, and it's I'm gonna show you and I just copy this image from Pixels, and I have now this image here. I'm gonna add a text, so I'm gonna add fast text. Hello, that's the text. And now I'm just gonna increase the font here. Also, I'm gonna just crop very fast and easy. Now I can select the text, select the image, select the text, go to merge and click on intersect. And now we have this text inside this image. We have this image inside this text. And you might say now, but I would like to edit the image, the way it positioned the image. I don't really want. I actually changed my mind, but in fact you can change this, so don't worry. You can go to picture and format, you can click on crop here, fill, and change exactly the way you want. In fact, you can just click on here and just crop right away, and now you can change this the way you want. So don't worry, there are a lot of options. As you can see, now of course we can add some effects to this. We can add this one maybe here. So this one, shadow effects, 3D. We can even sharp the edges, but that doesn't look good. But yeah, I'm just showing you there's a lot of options. You can add a reflection effect, remove this one. Size, blur. You can have a highlight here and use the arrows up and down. This helps a lot to be more precise. Transparency, we can increase transparency or decrease transparency. We go now to format background and add a gradient. And here we can add something like a more dark color, something like this, but we can go to more colors and decrease even more, something like this. And this looks pretty nice. And now you can utilize method I showed you recently in this video, and you can now go to soft edges and just increase this, but make sure you change the color to something like white. And now you can just increase like this and just decrease now the background and send this back like this. Really nice. And some people ask me in the comment section in my other tutorials how to set shape as default. So maybe you're using a lot for your presentations, you have some sort of a default way of working with just one shape for multiple presentations, for all of your presentations. So what you have to do, I'm going to select here blank, and now here I'm going to add this shape. Let's say I use this shape a lot, and usually this shape for me, I don't need for this shape no line, and usually for this shape I need to have this color. So what I have to do, I can right click, and then here maybe I would like to change to this color, but as I said, no outline, but maybe some reflection, maybe some reflection. All right, and now here's the option, set as default shape. Now every time when I go to insert and click on shape, and I can create this shape and with this reflection and with this color and without outline. And this of course can save you a lot of time because you don't have to redo this, but I don't actually use this that much, so I'm just gonna change this back to normal. So for this shape, I actually usually use a different color. But anyways, now doesn't matter for me as of right now. Let's even add this, actually, this, and then we can create some other shapes. Look how many shapes you can create utilizing custom shapes you can create. Now you have this shape. You have some what it's called reflection here, and now you have this type of gradient and reflection. So that's pretty cool. Also remember, using shape format here in merge shapes, you can create a lot of so many shapes. So it's very useful feature we have in PowerPoint. Now it's something when I showed you a tip that's going to save you a lot of time, because I showed you before in this video a way to, just grab videos from Pixels. There you can find or Pixabay, but usually I use Pixel anyways. But I'm going to show you now how you can use this, how you can add this in PowerPoint. So go to add in, and here search for Pixels, and here just click on add, agree, and continue. And this can save you a lot of time because you don't have to leave PowerPoint. Whereas if you didn't have this extension, you have to go to Pixel's website, and this can save you. If you use a lot of pictures, this can save you a lot of time. So now we can go here, search for smile. You just want person that's smiling, and grab this image. You can change the size and click on insert. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's really fast, and this can save you a lot of time. I hope you found this tip, this trick helpful. And now with Designer, we can really add graphic to our presentation, and this is really helpful. Now another thing that you can create in PowerPoint is, if you go to Pixels here, and I'm just gonna add this, I'm gonna write here landscape, and I'm gonna go with let's find a good image, this one maybe, large. And now I'm gonna first, we also have to crop the image, so let's go to crop, and let's crop this image. And now I have to create a copy. Now I have to create a copy, so control, and now here for this one you have to go to picture format, remove background. I want to keep this part, and remove this part. Remove, and keep. Now keep changes, move this here. Can even increase like this. And now what you have to do is to add some text. I'm gonna add text here. Increase, add the font, increase the text. Send this back. Change the color or not, depends what you want. Go to icons and here you can add some you can also add icons, or for a better look you can also add icons or just image, but it's gonna take way more time to actually crop the image because I like to match the color with this image. But yeah, as I said, you can also just add some images here. So what we need for this composition, I'm just trying to highlight this landscape, all right? And what do we see usually in this, what we can see here in this landscape? Well, is there's a lot of there is a lot of fog, and can add some icons here. Well, maybe some something flying. Let's add this one and definitely the other one. Now let's grab here, increase this like this, and for this effect to work, now here I just changed a couple of things. First of all, I added this icons, I changed the color of the text, and also now I duplicate it so it's the same. But for this one, let's move this icons here and this one around here. Now make sure you select both slides, go to transition and add the morph effect. And now we have this effect that I wanted to show you. So it goes like this and like this. Very simple, but looks pretty nice, I'd say. And you can even make this maybe like this, change its form. If you want even a better, different effect, you can put this even up or down, like this. And you can even now go to format and add some shadow. We can use highlight and use the arrows up and down. Usually I like to do this because I'm more precise. Transparency, decrease the transparency. I don't need transparency, and now we have this nice effect.